Virginia Jean with an SOS call, over.
Today, we're embarking on an adrenaline-fueled journey through the top 10 survival movies that you absolutely cannot miss. From battling the elements to facing the unknown, these films promise gripping narratives and unforgettable performances. And hey, this list is in no particular order, so every pick is a must-watch. If you're hungry for more hidden gems and lesser-known cinematic treasures, stay tuned. We've got a part 2 coming your way where we'll dive even deeper into the world of survival cinema. And just in case you missed it, we've already covered the best apocalyptic films in another video, so don't forget to check that out for your fix of end-of-the-world thrills. Now let's venture into the heart-pounding realm of survival. Grab your popcorn, because the action is about to unfold. Our lists start with 127 hours. While exploring a remote canyon in Utah, mountaineer and adventurer Aaron Ralston James Franco becomes trapped when a boulder falls on his arm. Over the next 5 days, Ralston examines his life and considers his options, leading him to an agonizing choice: to amputate his arm so that he can extricate himself and try to make his way back to civilization, or remain pinned to the canyon wall and likely die. James Franco delivers an outstanding and emotionally charged performance as Aaron Ralston. His portrayal captures the physical and emotional struggles of a man trapped in an isolated canyon. The narrative goes beyond the physical struggle for survival and delves into the personal growth and introspection Aaron experiences during his harrowing ordeal. The film inspires viewers to reflect on their own lives and the importance of seizing the moment. As we emerge from the gripping narrative of 127 hours, let's shift our focus to another unforgettable survival journey where a lone FedEx executive battles the elements in isolation to stay alive. Obsessively punctual FedEx executive Chuck Noland, Tom Hanks, is en route to an assignment in Malaysia when his plane crashes over the Pacific Ocean during a storm. The sole survivor of the flight, Chuck washes ashore on a deserted island. When his efforts to sail away and contact help fail, Chuck learns how to survive on the island, where he remains for years accompanied by only his handmade volleyball friend, Wilson. Will Chuck ever return to civilization and reunite with his loved ones? Check this out if you still didn't watch this masterpiece. Castaway can highlight Tom Hanks' remarkable performance, the engaging survival narrative, Robert Zemeckis' directorial prowess, and the film's enduring impact on both cinema and popular culture. It's a must-watch for those seeking a powerful and emotionally resonant survival story. Now that we've navigated the harrowing experiences of Castaway, our next stop takes us to the treacherous heights of Mount Everest, where climbers face nature's fury in a fight for survival. In the morning of May 10, 1996, climbers Jason Clarke and Josh Brolin from 2 expeditions start their final ascent toward the summit of Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth. With little warning, a violent storm strikes the mountain, engulfing the adventurers in one of the fiercest blizzards ever encountered by man. Challenged by the harshest conditions imaginable, the teams must endure blistering winds and freezing temperatures in an epic battle to survive against nearly impossible odds. Beyond the physical challenges, Everest delves into the emotional toll of climbing and the impact on personal relationships. The characters' individual stories add layers of depth and humanity to the overall narrative. Everest can highlight the film's true story: stunning cinematography, ensemble cast, mountaineering realism, and emotional depth. It's a compelling exploration of the human capacity for endurance and the relentless pursuit of conquering the world's highest peak. As we descend from the icy peaks of Everest, we plunge into the untamed wilderness with The Revenant, a tale of one man's unwavering determination in the face of betrayal and brutality. While exploring the uncharted wilderness in 1823, frontiersman Hugh Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, sustains life-threatening injuries from a brutal bear attack. When a member of his hunting team, played by Tom Hardy, kills his young son and leaves him for dead, Glass must utilize his survival skills to find a way back to civilization. Grief-stricken and fueled by vengeance, the legendary fur trapper treks through the snowy terrain to track down the man who betrayed him. Leonardo DiCaprio delivers a powerhouse performance as Hugh Glass, earning him his long-awaited Academy Award for Best Actor. DiCaprio's commitment to the physically demanding role adds authenticity to the character's struggle. The Revenant is praised for its realistic depiction of survival in the 19th century American frontier. From brutal bear attacks to navigating treacherous landscapes, the film doesn't shy away from portraying the harsh realities faced by pioneers. With the haunting echoes of The Revenant lingering, our journey guides us to the desolate landscapes of Mars, where an astronaut fights for survival in the Martian. The film is about an astronaut's blast off from the planet Mars. They leave behind Mark Watney, presumed dead after a fierce storm. With only a meager amount of supplies, the stranded visitor must utilize his wits and spirit to find a way to survive on the hostile planet. Meanwhile, back on Earth, members of NASA and a team of international scientists work tirelessly to bring him home, while his crewmates hatch their own plan for a daring rescue mission. The film provides a glimpse into the workings of NASA and the challenges faced by space agencies. It showcases the dedication of scientists and engineers working against time to bring Watney back to Earth. The Martian is ultimately a story of human perseverance, optimism, and the refusal to give up. It inspires viewers to face challenges with a positive mindset and showcases the indomitable spirit of exploration. As we contemplate the isolation on the Red Planet, our trajectory now shifts to a post-apocalyptic New York City where a lone survivor battles mutated beings in I Am Legend. This film can be considered a part of the post-apocalyptic genre, which we dedicate a whole video to in this specific category. However, we've included this movie on our list because it revolves around one man trying to survive. Robert Neville Will Smith, a brilliant scientist, is a survivor of a man-made plague that transforms humans into bloodthirsty mutants. He wanders alone through New York City, calling out for other possible survivors, and works on finding a cure for the plague using his own immune blood. Neville knows he is badly outnumbered and the odds are against him, and all the while, the infected wait for him to make a mistake that will deliver Neville into their hands. The film has had a lasting impact on pop culture, influencing discussions about survival, post-apocalyptic scenarios, and the consequences of human actions. It remains a noteworthy entry in the genre. The film masterfully builds tension through suspenseful sequences, particularly during Neville's encounters with the infected. The constant threat of danger keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. If you've made it to this point in the video, consider taking a moment to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. With the haunting echoes of an empty city, our exploration of survival takes a poignant turn into the Alaskan wilderness with Into the Wild, a soul-searching journey of self-discovery. Christopher McCandless, son of wealthy parents, graduates from Emory University as a top student and athlete. However, instead of embarking on a prestigious and profitable career, he chooses to give his savings to charity, rid himself of his possessions, and set out on a journey to the Alaskan wilderness. Into the Wild delves into the emotional and philosophical aspects of McCandless's journey. It explores themes of identity, isolation, and the search for purpose, making it a profound and emotionally resonant viewing experience. The film captures the spirit of adventure and the human desire to break away from societal norms. Christopher's journey is an exploration of freedom, self-discovery, and the pursuit of a more meaningful existence. As we leave the vast landscapes of Alaska behind, our path leads us to the icy and forgiving terrains of the Gray, where a group of survivors faces the relentless pursuit of wolves. Following a grueling 5-week shift at an Alaskan oil refinery, workers led by sharpshooter John Otway are flying home for a much-needed vacation. A brutal storm causes their plane to crash in the frozen wilderness, and only 8 men, including Otway, survive. As they trek southward toward civilization and safety, Otway and his companions must battle mortal injuries, the icy elements, and a pack of hungry wolves. The Gray subverts expectations and challenges typical survival film conventions. Its unpredictable plot twists and turns keep viewers guessing and contribute to the film's impact. The film is masterful in building tension and suspense, keeping audiences engaged from start to finish. The constant threat of wolves and the characters' struggle for survival create a palpable sense of urgency. As we feel the chill of the Gray settling in, our route takes a solemn turn to the tragic events of Utoya July 22, a film that explores the unimaginable resilience of those faced with unspeakable horrors. While we hesitate to put something like Utoya on this list since best movies tends to imply movies that are enjoyable, we still feel it's the strongest of its very tragic genre. Filmed in a continuous shot and from the fictional perspective of the victims of the Utoya summer camp massacre, Utoya is the kind of art that simply widens your humanity. At its core, the film is a story of survival and resilience. It portrays the strength and courage of those faced with an unthinkable tragedy, highlighting the human capacity to endure and support one another in the darkest moments. The film is notable for its single-take approach, immersing viewers in a continuous and unbroken narrative. This technique enhances the intensity and immediacy of the storytelling, making the audience feel as if they are present on the island during the tragic events. As we reflect on the strength depicted in New Toy July 22, our course now navigates towards the boundless Indian Ocean, where a lone mariner fights against nature's wrath and all is lost. During a solo voyage in the Indian Ocean, a veteran mariner played by Robert Redford awakes to find his vessel taking on water after a collision with a stray shipping container. With his radio and navigation equipment disabled, he sails unknowingly into a violent storm and barely escapes with his life. With any luck, the ocean currents may carry him into a shipping lane, but with supplies dwindling and the sharks circling, the sailor is forced to face his own mortality. All Is Lost maintains a high level of suspense and tension throughout its runtime. The constant peril faced by the protagonist keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering how he will navigate each obstacle. Despite its harsh survival theme, All Is Lost is visually stunning. The cinematography captures the vastness of the ocean and the challenges faced by the protagonist. The juxtaposition of beauty and danger adds a layer of complexity to the film. As we wrap up our thrilling journey through these gripping survival tales, remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more cinematic adventures, as we'll be unveiling hidden gems and lesser-known survival masterpieces in Part 2. And if you missed our exploration of apocalyptic films, check it out for a dose of end-of-the-world excitement. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, survive on, my friends.